What's up, mixed reaction? So the very last part that we had got abruptly cut off. You know me, I do no editing, so you will be seeing this coming straight to YouTube as we're picking up the second part. Justin's gonna keep going into his part regarding Trevor Lawrence, so I'll go ahead and put myself on mute and let you take it away.
Not a worry. So yeah, my thinking with more or less with Trevor Lawrence is that Trevor Lawrence has such lofty expectations. I mean, we ourselves have called him the prince who was promised, and he hasn't really lived up to those expectations. I don't think it's entirely his fault, but he's got a heavy ceiling to meet, and he hasn't come anywhere close.
No, I agree. He definitely has a heavy ceiling to meet because you got to think he was the most touted quarterback prospect since what? Andrew Luck, probably.
Not far from it. If Andrew Luck was definitely not one of the comparative comparisons in terms of who was the quality of
Elway
young.
and Andrew Luck, those are the only two guys I can think of that got that much hype.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning got
Yeah,
massive hype, you're right. But yeah, man, I mean, no, you're right. I mean, for
But obviously,
I
oh, go
mean,
ahead.
Trevor Lawrence still has a lot to live up to. I don't. I mean, he's still
yeah, he's still allowed to prove.
a he. I mean, for his level of play that he's exhibited, he hasn't quite earned top level money as for a second contract yet.
Now,
Agreed.
what
Agreed.
I've heard before is like quarterbacks are finding a good I mean, finding a great quarterback is awesome. Finding a good quarterback is so rare that if you do
Hmm.
find one, you don't. Let's just throw all the money at him. I think traditionally we see how. I mean, Dak. I mean, a couple seasons ago, I mean, he was in the MVP running midway through the year. Look at the money they threw at him. I don't know. I just think quarterbacks, whenever they find one that is above average, which I think he's above average. He's not what we thought he was going
Yeah,
to be Mahomes, but
he's not a scrub by any stretch. Let's say he is, but he hasn't lived up to the hype that he has been expected to live up to. That's my
And
only
see,
little thing about him.
here's what I don't want to say drives me nuts, but here's what's tough when you become a quarterback, especially when you're the number one pick, right? Everyone expects you to be Brady. Everybody expects you to be Manning or Drew Brees or Mahomes or fucking Andrew Luck. Like, let's not act like Andrew Luck wasn't one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen. He just got horribly blindsided by a terribly run organization and one of the worst offensive lines ever constructed. He was, as far as the talent perspective goes, Andrew Luck's one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. I personally think.
Hmm.
And the fact is, Trevor Lawrence is not that, I don't believe. But that's what everyone expects right out the gate from these players now, especially when you're drafted number one. And if you're not meeting that expectation by day one, a lot of people are quick to say the word bust.
I think the best comparison right now for Trevor Lawrence right now, and it's not a knock on him, is Philip Rivers, a great quarterback, but a really crap franchise he's had to work with.
who was the Jaden
Sorry,
Daniels?
that's fair.
This was Jaden Daniels' rookie year. Another thing too is when I think about like because the quarterback, you're right. I mean, they have a lot to live up to. I mean, if you're not the top of the top, you're a failure, and I don't think it's fair because I think those people
It's
call
not
guys
fair.
like that
It's not
failures.
fair. It's
I
not fair to call him a bust. It's not. And I'm not calling him a bust.
no,
I'm
I know.
not. He is
Well, see, the
probably
things
the
with quarterback guys, the
yeah.
things with quarterback guys that we have to remember is there's two sides to the sword of a quarterback, right? It's the most over scrutinized position in sports, but it's also the most overpraised position in sports. If you win a Super Bowl, you're not automatically a great, but you see my point in this. If you win, you're
That's what I mean.
automatically a great no matter of the team around you. If you
Hmm.
lose, it's your fault no matter the team around you.
Right. I mean, of his
That's how it
quarterback
is.
class, he's still the best quarterback in the class. I mean, the only quarterback that's still starting right now is Justin Fields, and he's on the
Easily.
Jets.
Well, and that kind of brings me into my point, what I was saying. So you're right, he's the best quarterback in his class, but these guys, also these quarterbacks, they have to follow under the
Easily.
pressure of being compared to guys in their class. I mean, look at Bryce Young. He played some great football at the end of last year, but then when you look at what CJ Stroud is doing, I mean, Bryce Young's gonna have to take some serious catch up. Same way
Bryce
Trevor
Young
Lawrence.
has had nothing to work with. CJ Stroud had tanked down Nico Collins and Steph Diggs. Let's just let's somewhat hit the brakes on that one. Bryce Young absolutely fell on his face to start off with, and anyone who was worth their salt should have expected that because
Hmm.
it was Carolina. Now, granted, the NFC South
100%.
is bona fide the weakest division in football. I don't think it's even close, honestly. Um, even now,
I agree. I agree.
but it's it was the Panthers. I mean, do we really expect Bryce Young to
That's fair.
be anywhere near even Trevor Lawrence's level of what he's done so far in Carolina?
Absolutely
I
not.
didn't. I didn't. And I know, Casey, you can't stand any quarterback that comes out of Ohio State. I know you can't. Cannot stand to save your life. But CJ Stroud had by and large the best weapons to work with coming out of college.
100%. And CJ Stroud wasn't all that impressive last year, if we're being real. He
No,
had
he
a
wasn't.
fantastic rookie year, but he had I don't want to call it a slump because he was still good last year, but he took if his rookie season was this, his year 2 season was like this.
But he
Small.
Not
also,
much
but
of a decline, but he dropped a little bit.
Still
he
won a
dropped.
playoff game, which kind of I think it saved them. A lot of the season, the narrative was, damn, he isn't the same. They won a playoff game. All right.
But the biggest reason behind that is he lost Tank Dell and he lost Steph Diggs.
Hmm.
So again,
Yep.
not knocking him because he obviously faced the adversity that you want your quarterback to be able to face and overcome. But
Yeah.
now that Dell is still out and Diggs is gone, it's a question now. It is, well, what are you going to do for me now? And for
100%.
what CJ Stroud.
Because now he's going into his third year. Now he's going into the territory of this is your team. You need to lead them.
And it's like, at what point do you say for your rookie first round drafted quarterback, when is your make it or break it year? He kind of already had his make it year with his rookie year. Again, it was kind of a flash in the pan. I mean, even for example, Mac Jones had his flash in the pan year. He went 11-5 with his rookie year. With under again, I think that had a lot more to do with who he had calling the plays in his ear more than anything.
Plummeted.
And then he nosedived. But again, a lot of that may not have been completely his fault, but it didn't help anything that his skill set was, and everyone else's was up here. But again, CJ Stroud has obviously even with his rookie year numbers and sophomore year numbers, he has earned his second contract with Houston.
Yeah.
Not saying he hasn't by any stretch, but I can't put him in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the league yet.
No. Not at all.
He's up there. He's up there, but he's not there.
So, you know how earlier when I was talking about receivers, I said that there's such a gap between the top three? It's the same thing with quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's, whatever category, however you want to place them. It's Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson. It's the four. And then there's everybody else.
And then there's everybody else, right? Exactly. And everybody else, they're not that far apart from each other. There's really not a demonstrable difference between 5 and 15, really.
Hmm.
I mean, there may be a bit of a gap overall from end to end, but in terms of overall ability and skill set, there's not a ton of difference. I mean, I'd make the argument right now that Drake May is probably a top 16 to top 20 quarterback right now, just based on how he looked in his freshman year. A lot will be said how he comes out this year, and I'm hopeful to see that he makes that leap. Obviously, I mean, he has an actual offensive coordinator talking to him, and he has a better thing working for him in the long run overall. An actual coach for one, but it'll be interesting to see how things shake out quarterback wise. And again, I think CJ Stroud has options. He has all. I mean, he's given the keys to the kingdom, as it were, for Houston. You got to cash it in.
Yeah, we'll see if they can cash it in. I mean, last 2 years winning a playoff game. I mean, that franchise has never had hope ever. So, we'll
No, they
see.
really haven't. I mean,
I'm they won.
David
They beat
Carr.
they beat the Raiders after Derek Carr got hurt in the playoffs.
but
in the
that's like
midterm.
you have to put an asterisk on that.
Yeah.
You can't really say they won a playoff game because of.
And the Raiders were nasty that year. That was the year the Cowboys lost in the playoffs, but I
Mhm.
don't know, man. But no, but what I was gonna say is kind of unrelated, but I think that's kind of the same way, kind of how it is in the NBA. I mean, you really got Jokic, Giannis. I think than everybody else. Maybe I mean Shea had a great year. Maybe you could throw him in there, but I think it's
Mhm.
Jokic, Giannis. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, really, and then everybody else. I mean, because even Luca, he doesn't play enough defense to be in that. Giannis, I mean, Jokic doesn't play defense either, but he's had like four MVPs.
Right. I mean, again, and that's not to throw shade at any player like LeBron or Luca or anything. That's not throwing
KD.
shade at them. It's not. I mean, LeBron, his age is showing. Luca, surprisingly, now is in shape. Now that it means that something to him, weirdly enough. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, not throwing shade at any. I mean, we're the armchair quarterbacks ourselves. I mean, we wouldn't last a second in the NFL ourselves. We wouldn't. Um, but I did want to kind of pivot from here though with you, Ian,
Mhm.
only because we've kind of talked about football ad nauseum, baseball, because we're running down towards the dog days of summer are getting towards the end.
I'm so fucking ready for. I mean, I love baseball, bro, but I am so sick of that shit being the only thing on TV. Like, it seems so much worse. Last summer went by so quick. We had the Olympics and we had so much shit and
Because you had
Copa
something to
America.
distract yourself, and right now it's just baseball. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love baseball. I love baseball, but it's like,
You literally
okay,
got
what
that
else is
in
there?
WNBA, and like, yeah, like it's like I've watched too much WNBA, bro. Like, oh, there we go, there he is. But yeah, man, Red Sox second hottest team in the MLB right now, behind what, Milwaukee?
Hmm.
Man, Boston. I mean, I don't know, man. They've been looking good lately. They're playing Kansas City tonight, I
Yep,
believe, or are they playing right
yep.
now?
They're playing right now. I think I haven't checked to see what the score is, but yeah, they're playing right now. They're on a 6 game win streak.
Sorry about that, boys. I lost connection to the internet for a moment.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Roman Anthony, man, he might end up being one of those guys. I saw who they had pitching earlier. I forgot who the hell it was.
Garrett Crochet. They had Crochet pitching.
Yeah, they're up 3-1 right now on the top of the seventh. He's struck out six batters. But yeah, man, the Angels. We are, I think, coming in today, still 5.5 behind the third and final wild card team. We beat Tampa last night. I'll go into my Angels in a second, but really, I want to like I got shot sidetracked, but I really want to get your thoughts. Like, man, the Red Sox, I mean, they're 2.5 games in the lead for the last wild card spot right now, and they are currently 3 games back of the Blue Jays. What happened to the turnaround? How do you think it's going to turn out?
It's interesting because I was talking to my cousin, it was more like my brother anyway. Um, and the trade deadline came and went, and the Red Sox did kind of nothing. Um, I mean, Dustin May and Steven Matz, that was it. And it was like, okay, well, Dustin May really was like the seventh starter on the Dodgers, really. And Steven Matz hasn't been anything in the Cardinals. His pitching staff has sucked all year long. So it wasn't the flash in the pan move that most Red Sox fans wanted them to make. Um, but on the one hand, they didn't seem like they really needed to. Um, now time will tell if that's going to come back and bite them and come playoff time because you're going to have those teams like the Tigers and the Astros in the long run, who are playoff tested and have those deep rotations and deep bullpens who can outlast you in many ways. So a lot's going to depend on how long the rotation can hold its own. Because I mean, even the rotation's been hit in on multiple levels. And Tanner Houck gone. Justin Slayton is still coming back from his labrum tear. Um, and I mean, it's Crochet, Bayo, and then everybody else. Walker Bueller has been very streaky, has been had some good games here and there, but very streaky. Um, I'm really happy they didn't trade any of the outfield
Mhm.
at the trade deadline. Jaron Duran, Wilyer Abreu, or Cedon Rafaela. I
Do
mean,
you
they
think
could
any
have.
of this has anything to do with the trade of Rafael Devers? I mean, look at where they were pre-trade and look where they are post-trade without Devers.
I don't think it necessarily has to do with the trade of Devers, but I can't help but think at least it gave them a breath of fresh air.
Almost like they
Um,
didn't feel changed, like almost like held down. Not, I don't use that word held down,
because they
but
weren't being held back by Devers, but they weren't also
no,
being helped by him either. And Devers, since he's
correct.
been in San Francisco, has kind of sucked.
He hasn't been that good. Neither have the Giants. They've been kind of ass since he's gotten there.
Yeah, I mean they're one of the five worst teams since June.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I said this earlier in the chat, but the Yankees are also the fifth worst team in MLB since June, and I'm not crying anything. I'm not shedding tears for that one. Um, the Yankees have been in a spiral. Aaron Judge is supposed to come back from the IL, but who's to say how long he's going to be actually playing? How soon he'd be actually playing? Um, this is going to sound weird. I mean, the Yankees just did also release Marcus Stroman because Luis Gill is coming back off of injury from them. I wouldn't be upset to see the Red Sox pick him up as a waivers pickup after everything's all said and done. Um, because they do need starting rotation depth, in my opinion. They don't have enough depth. Dustin May, he's getting immediately inserted into the rotation, but I don't think it's going to be enough long term. Um, but I mean, again, I'm happy to see that they didn't trade away their young talent because again, they've got Roman Anthony, Jaron Duran, Cedric Rafael, William Abreu. Don't trade. Those are your big blue chip players you have right now, other than Crochet. And Crochet has lived up to every bit of the hype, and I can't be upset about that one bit.
Now, do
And
you think this is some type of special Cinderella run where they can truly make a deep comeback in the
It's
AL
hard to say. I
and
mean,
make
it's
a
hard
deep
to
run
say
in the
because it felt
playoffs?
like every 4 years or so the Red Sox would make a World Series run. It's hard to say that. I think I don't.
Internet
I'm
again, dude.
I'm
What
pumping
is
the brakes on
going
that one right
on?
now. I'm really pumping the brakes on a deep run,
No.
playoff run. Uh, um, but I think they can make the divisional series depend, and maybe the championship series depending who they match up against. Um, if they match up against Houston, I think they got a better chance of them instead of them as opposed to them meeting going up against Detroit in the first round.
yeah, and before I touch on my Angels, I just want to kind of touch on the Red Sox. I personally, the reason I think they're going to come back. Let me turn the line
Real
off. Or oh, go ahead.
real
Sorry.
quick, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on in my connection tonight, boys. I'm sorry. I keep getting lagged out
It's all
for some
good.
reason.
It's all good.
No, you're good. It's happened a couple times, but it hasn't been that bad, except the time you just randomly fucking disappeared. But no, what I was gonna say was yeah, so I mean the Red Sox, 3 games back. They only played Toronto, I believe. I'm looking at their schedule right now. They're gonna play them one
I
more
think there's
time.
3 or 4 more times total at most,
Yeah, I think it's
if
it's
that.
one more series, I think. Yeah, it was a 3-game series at the end of the year, so 3 more times. They're gonna go to San Diego after this, 3 games in Houston. San Diego fine for the playoffs. Houston obviously in first place. Then they get to play at home against Miami for 3 of them, and then 2 of them against Baltimore. So we could really see Boston make a run. Top
I mean,
five in the. Mhm.
if they can get 2 out of 3 of those Padres and Houston series, I mean they just swept Houston. Um, but I mean, right now, if you're in the AL, the one team you don't want to play right now is Boston. That's the one. That's the team you don't want to play.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, they're top 5 in average, top 5 in OPS. Crochet's number 3 in the league in ERA, and like you said, they're number 2 in the. I wouldn't want to play them. I mean, the Red Sox have been hot. I've been putting money on the Red Sox every fucking day, like for the last like week. Like they've been rolling. I mean their bats have been going.
And
Um,
and I'll be honest to say when they came out of the All-Star break, they stumbled. It's like here we go again, like they did last year because they went into the break
right.
really hot and then they stumbled and then they never recovered. This is different. This year they had their like two and like two
They
out
had
of
a rough
2 and 6.
schedule out of the break though.
They did. They did
Chicago,
the
Philly, and
I'm
Dodgers.
so
LA.
lagged out.
Yeah,
I'm so
they really
frustrated.
had a rough go of it to start off with. I mean, I think how many games they win out of the gate? Like two or
The
three out of the first 9.
the first 9 they won 4. They won one against the Cubs. One they barely didn't get swept against the Cubs and Phillies, and they beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3.
But still, I mean, they definitely stumbled coming out of the break. And but again, that schedule was brutal coming out of the break.
7 straight wins if they win tonight, man. Holy shit. The Angels, bro, we just what is it? What do they always joke around? Consistently inconsistent. I just
Yes.
don't know. I mean, last night we looked great. Was it Taylor? Who hit a home run? Was it Taylor Ward? Taylor Ward hit a home run.
Hmm.
We won 4-1 over the past weekend. I mean, we lost 2 of 3 to the White Sox. What was it? Friday night. Can't remember who it was, but he scored. But the dude got tagged out. I say the dude. Sorry, I just can't remember exactly who it was for who's involved in the play. But he got tagged out before the run scored, so they called it off. The White Sox tacked on a few more. We went on a walk off on Sunday. The pitching, man. I mean, Kikuchi has been great. Christian Moore has really been a gem that we've been able to find. Mike Trout, not the same guy that he was, but he has come through in some big spots and hit some for us. I mean, really, it hasn't even been the bullpen like it has been in recent years. It really hasn't been the starting pitching. It's the missed offensive opportunities. I feel like I can check the stats. I feel like we ground into more double plays than any team in the league. I probably leave more guys on base than any team in the league. It's just so many blown opportunities when these games that we have a chance to win. Some of these final scores do not look indicative of how
How close
in
the
these
games
games we
how
are.
close the
Right.
games actually were.
Mhm.
And I will be the first to say I did not expect Aroldis Chapman to be the best closer in the game. Didn't see that coming. I thought
He's
he
been
was.
hot as of late.
I mean, I didn't expect him to still be able to hit 105. He still does on a night in night out basis.
He's always had a rocket for an arm.
But did you expect him to be in the 20 to 30 saves category already at this point? No, I sure as hell
No,
didn't.
no, but that's more indicative of how I thought about the Red Sox team. Like I didn't think he'd be in a position to be in there.
Right. I mean, I thought it was
I-
going to be another closer by committee situation, and no, Chapman's got it locked.
100%, 100% locked.
I mean, you get to Chapman, and it's pretty much lights out.
Enter Sandman, Mariano Rivera.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's not
I'm kidding.
Narco.
I'm
It's
kidding.
not
I'm
it's not
kidding.
Edwin Diaz Narco. It's not John Duran. It's not that level, but it's not far from it.
one thing I want to point out during the Red Sox winning streak, there has only been one game they have not won by at least 3 runs, and that was when they beat the Astros in 10 this past Friday. And they're winning right now. Look, man, I like them when it comes to the playoffs. I don't know the Yankees, man. They have not been consistent. I mean, they've just had.
So I want to ask Justin this really quickly here. I apologize. I couldn't hear
Oh,
your
you're
answer
good.
before because my internet cut out. Do you think this is a true run that the Red Sox can make deep into the postseason, or do you think this fairy tale comes to an end?
It depends on the first matchup coming out in the playoffs. If they go against the Tigers, then they're going to be in trouble for a deeper playoff run. But if they have end up playing the wild card, that being either the Yankees or the Mariners right now,
Or the Angels.
or the Angels. I mean, again, the wild card's wide open.
Or the
But if
Angels.
they or the Angels, okay, we'll give you a little homage for however long it lasts. No, but if they can match up against anybody but the Tigers in the first round, then they should make it to the championship series on paper.
That'd be so beautiful. Baseball in October in Boston is a beautiful sight.
I mean, they don't really blow leads. They really haven't had, I mean, like you said, they came out of the second half of the All-Star break a little choppy, but I mean, that's to be expected when you go to Chicago, go to Philly. I don't necessarily see anybody, I don't really see anybody that can get same with them in the American League. Detroit, maybe. I mean, they've got the hitting.
Detroit's the one team in the AL that I think could really stop them.
Now the guard, let me see, how far are the guard? Because the Guardians
Eight
have
games.
to be right there.
They're 8 games back.
Oh, they're like a few games above us. Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I like the Guardians if they get in there. I like their offense this year. I mean, they did they win? Yeah, they beat the Mets last night. I mean, the offense, whether it's Steven Kwan, Rocio, they always just seem like they can get something going. Scooble, man, he throws a lot of strikes. He's a dangerous guy that when you have these dudes that are swinging for, doubles and triples in the playoffs, I think it's going to be dangerous. I like Detroit. I mean, as far as the run differential in the American League, I think they're still like number one, but it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait for October, but I mean, I really can't wait for football. I love baseball, man. I've gotten really into it, but good Lord, I can't wait to get up and just ignore fucking everybody, man.
Yep.
It's that time of the year again, man.
I
ESPN
was
just bought a Red Zone.
Oh,
I
I just saw
hate
that a
that,
little while
by the
ago.
way. Hate that, by the way. Absolutely despise that ESPN would buy out Red Zone. I kid. That is the worst news I've ever heard in my life.
Is this
Since
still
I
gonna be
haven't
old boy?
subscribed to NFL Network myself, why is that such a big deal for you?
Because it's no longer going to be 7 hours of commercial-free football.
That's a fair reason. Okay, fair
And
enough.
I swear to God, if ESPN replaces Scott Hanson, oh, there's going to be hell to pay.
Oh, you ain't. I mean, he at this point, I think that's honestly what if you go and look on Facebook right now, everybody's probably saying the same thing. Like, you better not, you better leave Scott Hansen alone. I think he was actually a football player at Syracuse, if I'm not mistaken. I looked up his story not too long ago. He actually played like D1, but yeah, man, something about red zone. I love it. All right, we're gonna take you to the triple box in New Orleans. The Saints have the ball on the 25. We're gonna go back to Baltimore where they just got an interception. We're gonna go to Ian Eagle. 2nd and 5. Oh, I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna play a game in fucking Brazil this year again. When are we gonna learn? It's a big country, but damn.
The Chargers have so much mileage on their season, it's ridiculous.
Are they doing one of
Whoa.
the London
They
games?
have 12,000 miles of travel.
Are they playing one of the London games too?
They play the Brazil and a London game.
And they're obviously having to probably go to the
Or
fucking
it's either Brazil or it's either the London or the Germany game that they have.
I think it's
Cat,
they play the Chiefs in
you,
Brazil.
you can't
Let
be
me,
part of the show.
what's up, Kitty? Let me see. I'm looking at the Chargers 2025 schedule. Have no fear, we bring it right to you. Mixed reactions. Here we go. Bam. So the Chiefs, it's gonna be in Neo
Hey,
Quimica Arena. Say that 10 times
boy,
fast. Which
go!
other one of these
Hey.
stadiums? No, I think that's the only
But their air mileage is like 12,000 miles of air travel compared to like other teams who are like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
this
think it
is
was I think it was Baltimore who only had like 4,000 total.
yeah, they're bouncing their ass all over the place. They go to Vegas. After Brazil, they go to Vegas, fly to Denver, whatever, go to New York, come home to play Washington, go to Miami, play the Colts and Vikings at home, go to Tennessee, come home to play Pittsburgh, go to Jacksonville, get a bye, come back to play Vegas, Philly, go to Kansas City and Dallas. Yeah, because at the beginning of the season, they're really just kind of jumping. They're going to New York, coming home back to fucking Miami. But yeah, it seems like the Chargers are like the crash test dummy with a lot of this stuff. Kind of how the Jaguars are too, or they were. They kind of
But
still
the
are.
Jaguars might as well just play in London permanently.
But they're out
They
in
might as
Mexico
well.
City. Like for real, that fucking city has more like 2 times the amount of people as New York City. So many fucking people live there.
You guys want to get to the question?
Oh, it's
Oh
been a
my
minute,
gosh, when's the
man.
last time we had a question? Holy crap.
All right,
Uh,
who's got it? Does anybody got it? Are we going off top?
Let's go off the top because I haven't thought about
All
one.
right, first one to think of a good one. Just say it.
I should have saved my baseball one earlier for today for this.
mm,
What is No, I don't.
I like you guys usually come up pretty good with. I like hearing other people's questions. Like I like uh. Just kind of while
Ooh.
you're thinking of that, what is the
Oh,
best?
I got one. I got it.
Go ahead.
all right. What
Would
is it?
you
Let's go.
would you rather be a World Series champion or a Super Bowl champion?
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing it because I do not know where I was going with mine. Super Bowl champion. I mean that's I mean you play in front of what 500 fucking million people. You get
Yeah,
to
Super Bowl
I'm going to
champion. No question.
Disneyland. Like I mean it's
It's because it's the NFL. The NFL is by far the biggest sport in the United States. It's always going to be the biggest sport in the United States. The Super Bowl is more than a game. It's a spectacle. It's a event with some football mixed in.
but winning
That's
in
what the
front
Super Bowl
World Series in
is.
front of your home crowd. I mean you're right though. I mean it's a Super Bowl. Like I mean that's the adrenaline and just the environment around it is just can't be matched. But I mean imagine being a Phillies player and you just have them like you don't like nothing about Philly. Imagine being a Red Sox guy and you're at Fenway trying to leg out a single like Peter Griffin. Um but yeah, no, I mean I looks like Justin dropped off. I would choose
It's like
bat.
Ian, remember it's like, and Griffin strikes out looking, and he knew it. Griffin will most solemnly be certain down to Portland AAA, and he
And strike
strikes out
three.
with.
Mr. Griffin, maybe it's time to try another sport. 5 seconds left. Mr. Griffin with the ball off his foot and out of bounds. But no, if okay, if we're going between those two, I'd say Super Bowl. But if we're talking number one, ooh, as far as like, I would say probably winning the fucking 100 meter at the Olympics.
What about being the world heavyweight champion in boxing?
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I couldn't really think of it. You know what? No, I take that back. Being the champ, being the world heavyweight champ. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, you the champ of the world.
Exactly. You're the champ. Exactly.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like
Exactly.
if you I mean, you know what? Yeah, I think that'd be better. But at the same time, like everybody watches the 100 meter dash.
No, they do, but that wouldn't even make my top 100 dash. Wouldn't even make my top five. Like it would be boxing heavyweight champion, winning the Masters.
Winning a Daytona, Talladega or Daytona or something like that.
Yeah, say winning
Indy
Talladega.
500 for sure.
Exactly, one of those two for sure. And then probably I would have to say,
Little League World Series. That would have to be a blast.
yeah, I mean, you're a kid, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So there's always great moments in sports like that. But um, I think we had a great show tonight, man. We had some great energy. I had some terrible connection. Hopefully, I get that fixed next time. Next time we talk, we'll have a full week of preseason under our belts. We have some games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's going to be a lot of preseason football watch this weekend. I am so pumped. I know Harper's pumped too. She's the biggest football fan I've ever seen.
For real.
No,
Let's
she
go.
hates football. I'm just looking at her. But man, it was good to see you, brother. We'll talk soon.
No, you're good. But yeah, mixed reactions. And for Ian, Casey, and Justin, bye for now, and we'll see you next week.
See y'all.
Oh, and here we go. Tally is here to send us off. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, fuck that. You didn't even get to answer the question. You got 6 minutes. Go.
Okay, well, I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry. So
So we were discussing like the
You got
top
6 minutes, by
things,
the way. Time.
okay, 6 minutes. Okay,
top things in sports that you'd want to do. Me and Ian are both like heavyweight champion, winning the Masters, stuff like that.
Okay. Top six things in sports I'd want to do. Okay. Super Bowl win. Hoist the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
I still take heavyweight champ.
Heavyweight champ would be okay, but it's never been my scene, honestly. Though I can understand.
Yeah, but you're the champ. You know what I mean? You're the champ.
I know.
They call you
Um,
champ
Winning the
wherever you go.
Masters. Winning the Masters has to be up there.
The Green Jacket's up there. The Green Jacket's probably in my top six. Hmm. Olympic
Ian
gold.
says the 100-meter dash.
Olympic gold.
That's always big. Yeah, of course.
I mean, I was
Olympic
thinking,
gold is great.
sitting on like the medal stand. So I guess 100 meter dash. I mean, in general, just being on the medal stand at the
My
Olympics.
my event was always the 400, so the 400-meter gold that would be like primo for me. And see, I think of two more. Let's see.
Winning an MVP.
Yeah,
Like winning the
Um,
Heisman or something.
walk-off home run for the Red Sox for me. Doesn't matter if it's in the World Series or whatever. Just I did it kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Over the
100%
monster.
agree there.
I hit a shot over
Yeah.
the monster yesterday on the show. I was like, oh, it's gonna go over the monster.
I mean, I'm a right-handed batter, so theoretically, I probably could, and I always pulled. A high fly ball
But-
to the left field line.
So I think those are all phenomenal answers, to be honest. I mean, there's so many things in sports where if you could personally accomplish, for so many people, it's a lifelong dream. So there's
Right.
not really a wrong answer with like this
There's
type of
not a
question.
wrong answer. It's your own personal aspiration.
Yeah,
But they're
absolutely.
gonna call you
Unless-
champ though. Like
Unless you say you want to play for the equal.
You're the champion of whatever situation you're in. Whether it be
Yeah, but in
Masters,
boxing they
Champions.
call you champ. Like if you go to the store, my bad, champ, I'll get that for you.
Again, never been my thing. And again,
I know.
it's not a knock against boxing or MMA at all. It's just never been my scene.
No, but
That's
yeah,
fair. Totally fair.
one of you guys had a good point when you said, yeah, I mean, for anybody like to get to whatever the pinnacle is for your thing. But yeah, no, but like what you said for the 400, that being like your whatever word you use, primo. I mean, just being on the Olympic, man, just having your flag raised in the background is
Just
there.
being in the Olympics, like in the opening ceremony,
Ceremonies, yeah.
walking into that stadium. Oh,
Being able to meet LeBron and say, we're competing for the same country. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
right. It's just the camaraderie of sports in general that comes along. It's not even necessarily
Right.
your own sport, but it's all of it.
But so we don't get caught off, boys, I say we end it here. I think we had a great show. I say we need to get to our outing. Justin, you know what that means since we're in our outro.
For so long. Did anybody bring a towel?
Oh boy. Oh, good night, everybody. Oh.
Does anybody remember my outro?
Fuck Philly.
Fuck Philly.
Good night, mixed
Later, mixed
reactions.
reactions.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And we're done.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
I will not be here next week. My mom's gonna be in town.
Oh,
Okay,
So
that's fair.
But I'll let you know.
Okay. Ian, we got this next week, brother. We'll hold it down.
Oh,
All right,
yes, sir.
awesome.
All right, man.
Have a good night, guys.